Are you tired of feeling tired? Of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling reactive, like life is dictating for you versus you dictating your life? Perhaps you feel like you are stuck in patterns, you are exhausted, but yet you know somewhere, you know within you that it doesn't need to be this way. Maybe you struggle to get out of bed in the morning. Maybe the to-do list is already running before you're even out of bed. Maybe you just feel like you've dragged from pillar to post and your life is just not yours anymore. Perhaps you go through the motions of doing all the things, yet don't feel any further ahead. And it's like you are constantly in a fight. Then this could be exactly what you need. I'm Marie. I am a expert in mindset and energetics, and I help women in business move from the struggle, the stress, and the overwhelm to create more fun, freedom, and fortune. I have been in that space that you might be finding yourself in, and it seemed impossible. Yet, as I mentioned, there was that knowing. There was a knowing that it didn't need to be this way. And even as I went through a lot of the work and got better understanding, there was still something stopping me from implementing what I had learnt. I knew that there was wisdom accessible to me, but I didn't know how to really access it without feeling like I was dropping the ball, that everything else would just go to nothing if I dropped it. And it felt like I was having to choose. And in many respects, for a long time, the lack of understanding of a lot of concepts meant that I didn't prioritize them, that I didn't actually implement because I was so busy in the doing and following another strategy, making another course, that I hadn't managed to weave them together. And a lot of that was about my personal work that I need to do on myself. And I found it a lot easier to do the business courses versus the personal. It felt like investing in me would take away from something else. And I just didn't feel like I had time. It was just a whole scarcity mindset, right? But I'm here to remind you that it's about remembering who you are, and you are a creator of your experience, and you have access to wisdom that can make it easier. And it can be much more fun, much more fulfilling. And I've helped many other women do the same. Looking at those blocks, shining a light on how we're getting in our own damn way, which is why I created this, because I wanted to help people really integrate what they knew, or indeed learn it and then integrate it, and really be that bridge between the mindset and the more mystical, the energetical world, a lot of the world that we can't see. This is the world of synchronicities, of coincidences, and some people call it magic. I like to call it magic. It isn't just another information course. This is actually you going through your own experience and understanding your ability to consciously create with the energy and the trust in your knowing, in your wisdom, and essentially get core trainings that take you from that unconscious living, from that awareness to that permission, desire, and through into that activation and conscious creation. There are integration spirit experiences that make sure that you really anchor in what you know, and there's affirmations, there's all sorts of things that you can really add in as they resonate with you. There may be times where it doesn't, but there's things that you can come back to again and again, to really tune into who you are, because as you evolve, your business evolves, and so on and so forth. You want to come back to this and really, again, become aware of who you are, because we often lived in an echo of our past experience. And so I wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to keep it accessible. And by the end of the 30 days, you'll wake up feeling much more connected to yourself, to your work, to your people, and less overwhelmed by the to-do list, more intentional about how you want to feel and understand your power in your experience, and be able to not get rid of fear or challenges, because that's just not realistic. That's not the human experience, right? But it's how we get to move through those. And you'll see the influences that come along in that. But most importantly, you will remember who you are underneath all of that conditioning. You'll start to unlearn things that you believed were complete truth, and get to know that you really are a natural creator, a woman that can be in touch with her intuition and can really honor herself and her experiences in real time. I know that the ladies that I get to work with, they not only have a better relationship with themselves, they not only feel better, but they have better relationships with their children, with their husbands, with their clients. And that magic doesn't need to be separate from you. It is my real life, it is my client's real life. And I really want you to let yourself enjoy that too. This is a really powerful space. I hope that you are ready to commit to yourself and to what is possible for you. And of course, if you've got any questions, then let me know. But I hope to see you on the other side, and I cannot wait to hear about your own journey in this space. Bye, guys.